Some Florida cities look great on paper, but where people are actually moving right now tells a very different story. In some places, your money goes further. In others, job opportunities are driving massive growth. And a few cities are simply offering a lifestyle people can't find anymore in other states. But here's the catch. Just because a city is growing fast, doesn't mean it's the right place for you. In this video, we're breaking down Florida cities everyone is moving to, based on real migration trends, housing demand, and lifestyle shifts. And more importantly, I'll show you who each place is actually best for, so you don't just follow the crowd, you make the right move. Let's get started. Number 10. Ocala. If your priority is affordability, Ocala is one of the biggest magnets right now. Compared to most of Florida, housing here is still relatively affordable. That's a major reason people from high-cost states are choosing this area. You're getting more space, larger homes, and a slower pace of life without stretching your budget. The lifestyle here is calm and predictable. Less traffic, less pressure, and more room to breathe compared to major cities. This works best for retirees, remote workers, and budget-focused families who don't need a fast-paced environment. However, job opportunities are more limited compared to cities like Tampa or Orlando. If your income depends on local employment, that can be a challenge. For many people though, the lower cost of living makes that trade-off worth it. Number 9. Palm Bay. Palm Bay is growing quickly, but what makes it interesting is the value it offers. Compared to other coastal areas, you're still getting relatively affordable housing while staying close to the beach. That balance is becoming harder to find in Florida. Another advantage is its proximity to Melbourne, where aerospace and technology jobs are expanding. So while Palm Bay itself feels quieter, you're not disconnected from opportunity. This makes it ideal for families, first-time buyers, and people relocating from more expensive states. One thing to keep in mind is that some parts of the city are still developing. Amenities and infrastructure are improving, but not every area feels fully established yet. Still, for many people, getting into a growing market early is exactly the appeal. Number 8. Jacksonville. If you want a big city without extreme costs, Jacksonville is one of the strongest options right now. It's one of the largest cities in Florida, but compared to places like Miami, housing is still relatively affordable. That balance between size and cost is driving a lot of migration. Jacksonville also offers a wide range of neighborhoods, from suburban areas to more urban environments, giving people flexibility depending on their lifestyle. The job market is another key factor. Industries like logistics, healthcare, and finance are creating steady opportunities. This works best for professionals, families, and people relocating for work who still want reasonable living costs. The downside is that the city is very spread out. Depending on where you live, commuting can become a real factor. Even so, for many people, Jacksonville offers one of the best overall value packages in Florida right now. Number 7. Lakeland. If you want access to big city opportunities without paying big city prices, Lakeland is exactly where many people are heading. It sits right between Tampa and Orlando, which gives you a major advantage. You can commute to two strong job markets while living in a more affordable and less crowded area. Compared to both Tampa and Orlando, housing here is still noticeably cheaper, and you often get more space for your money. At the same time, Lakeland itself is improving, with a more active downtown and ongoing development. For this type of budget and lifestyle, the best places to consider are cities like Lakeland because they offer that rare middle ground between cost and access. This works best for commuters, young families, and first-time buyers who want opportunity without the higher price tag. The downside is commute time. If you're traveling daily to nearby cities, traffic can become a factor. But for many people, the trade-off between cost and location makes Lakeland a very smart move. Number 6. Port St. Lucie. Port St. Lucie continues to attract a large number of new residents, and the reason is pretty clear. Compared to South Florida cities like Miami or Fort Lauderdale, you get newer homes, planned communities, and a more organized environment without the same level of congestion. Everything here feels more structured and easier to manage. Wide roads, clean neighborhoods, and steady growth all contribute to its appeal. For this range of lifestyle, the best places to consider are cities like Port St. Lucie, especially if you're looking for a more predictable and comfortable environment. This works best for families, retirees, and people relocating from high-cost states who want a fresh start. One unexpected advantage here is how manageable daily life feels. Compared to larger cities, there's less pressure and more consistency. The downside is that if you're looking for nightlife or fast-paced energy, this city may feel a bit too quiet. And if you think these cities are growing fast, wait until you see the top 4. This is where growth, opportunity, and lifestyle really start to come together. Number 5. Tampa. Tampa has become one of the biggest relocation hotspots in Florida, and it's not hard to see why. This city offers a strong job market, major development, and a lifestyle that feels more balanced compared to Miami. You still get opportunities in healthcare, finance, tech, and logistics, but with a slightly more manageable pace. For this level of opportunity and growth, the best places to consider are cities like Tampa, where you can build both career and lifestyle at the same time. This works best for professionals, families, and career-focused individuals who want long-term stability. The downside is rising costs. Prices have been increasing quickly, and affordability is becoming more of a concern. Still, for many people, Tampa offers one of the best combinations of opportunity and livability in Florida. Number 4. Orlando. Orlando is no longer just about tourism. It has evolved into a much more dynamic and diverse city. While theme parks still play a role, the economy has expanded into healthcare, technology, education, and business services. That's one of the main reasons people are continuing to move here. Compared to many major U.S. cities, Orlando still offers relative affordability, especially in suburban areas where many families are settling. For this type of lifestyle flexibility, the best places to consider are cities like Orlando, where you can choose between urban living, suburban comfort, or something in between. This works best for young professionals, families, and people starting fresh in Florida. The downside is tourism traffic. Certain areas can get crowded, especially during peak seasons. But if you choose the right neighborhood, that becomes much less of a problem. Number 3. St. Petersburg. If you're looking for a place that feels like a lifestyle upgrade, not just a relocation, St. Petersburg is where a lot of people are heading. This city has become one of the most desirable spots on Florida's Gulf Coast. Compared to quieter towns, it offers a much more active environment with waterfront parks, restaurants, and a growing cultural scene. At the same time, it's not as overwhelming as Miami. Many people see it as a more livable coastal city with a better balance between energy and comfort. For people aiming for that balance, cities like St. Petersburg are often worth considering because they combine lifestyle with long-term livability. This works best for young professionals, couples, and remote workers who want both activity and stability. The downside is rising demand. As more people move in, prices are increasing, and some areas are becoming less affordable than they used to be. Still, for many people, the lifestyle here makes that trade-off worth it. Number 2. Miami. Miami continues to attract people from all over the country, and even internationally. The reason is simple. Opportunity and lifestyle come together here in a way that very few cities can match. You have strong industries like finance, tech, real estate, and international business, along with beaches, culture, and non-stop activity. Compared to most cities in Florida, Miami operates at a completely different level. For this kind of high-energy environment, cities like Miami are often considered by people who want maximum opportunity and exposure. This works best for high-income professionals, entrepreneurs, and people who want a fast-paced lifestyle. Now here's something many people don't expect. The biggest challenge here isn't just the cost, it's the pace of life. Everything moves fast, competition is high, and that can become overwhelming over time. The downside is also clear. Living costs are high and continue to rise. But for the right person, Miami offers something that few places can. Number 1. Tampa Bay Area. The Tampa Bay Area takes the number 1 spot because it offers one of the most complete packages in Florida right now. This region includes Tampa, St. Petersburg, and surrounding suburbs, all of which are growing rapidly. What makes it stand out is the balance between job opportunities, lifestyle, and long-term potential. Compared to Miami, it's more manageable. Compared to smaller cities, it offers more opportunity. That balance is exactly why so many people are moving here. For those looking for a well-rounded option, areas like Tampa Bay are often considered because they provide flexibility across different lifestyles and budgets. This works best for families, professionals, and anyone looking for stability with growth. The main downside is rising demand. As more people move in, prices are increasing, which may affect affordability over time. But right now, Tampa Bay remains one of the strongest overall choices in Florida. And that wraps up our list of the Florida cities everyone is moving to. From more affordable areas like Ocala and Palm Bay to high-growth regions like Tampa Bay and Miami, Florida continues to attract people from across the country. The key is not just following the trend, but choosing what actually fits your lifestyle. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, subscribe, and comment which Florida topic you want us to cover next. Thanks for watching. See you in the next video.